our next tab we're going to do is at the beginning, volumes of prisms and cylinders. So we're looking at examples 1 through 3. Now, our formula for volume of prisms is V equals capital B H. I'll make that a little bit better. So you still need to know the parts to the formula. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this into a different color so you can understand what we're looking at. So I'm always pretty much using blue for our capital B. And then our H will be our height. And I'm going to use that in relationship to our examples. Now, the first thing we need to understand is B represents what? If you just say base, no. You got to know what it means. B is the area of the base. Okay? Now in prisms, you're going to have two B's. You're going to have two bases. We want to have the area of just one. And then H represents what? You said height, you're right, but make sure you understand what that really is. Where is that located? This is the distance between the bases. And I'm going to abbreviate between BTW and the base, the B's. Okay? Alright, so what I want us to understand is when we're dealing with, because this formula is our formula for a prism, there's several different prisms we can have. So this B can have different shapes. So the first one is if your B is a rectangle. If your B is a rectangle, then to find the area of that base, you're going to do little b, capital H, area base times height, or length times width. Now, your B could also be a triangle. And if it's a triangle, that's when we're doing 1/2 BH, or some of you like to do BH divided by 2. It's the same thing, okay? And then one other shape my base could be, and I'm going to come over here to the side, is a circle, okay? And if it's a circle, then we're doing pi r squared. So I just want you to understand, we're going to look for these three different shapes when dealing with prisms for our area of base. So go straight into our example 1. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify and label the base, okay? Our base is right here, our rectangle at the bottom. And I'm going to put the B. You need to put the B, and we should be putting down two B's into the prism, so we can see the distance between those B's. So we're going to identify the base. We're going to find the area of that base. Okay, so if I know my B is a rectangle, to find the area, that's when we do base times height. So the base of the rectangle is the 3, and the height is 2. So we got a 3 by 2, so our area is 6 inches square. So we took care of the B. Now, I know there's 2 of them, but you just need to find the area of 1. Alright, after we find the area of the base, the only other part in our formula is the H. So after that, we're going to have to find H, okay? And remember, H is our distance between the bases. Here's our distance between the base, which would be the same distance right here. So we see that 4 is going to represent our H. And then all we have to do now is just plug it into the formula. Okay? Plug into formula. And then follow our order of operations. So when I'm plugging into our formula here, I'm going to extend this page a little bit. I'm going to come down so we can see. Volume, V is for volume, is the area of the base times the height. Well, we know that the area of the base is 6. The height is 4. So we're just going to do 6 times 4. So this volume is 24 inches, and now we do cube. When we're dealing with volume, we cube our units. Okay, 24 inches cubed. All right, so that takes care of example 1. So let's go ahead and go to example 2. Now, example 2, again, first thing we got to identify the base. So what type of prism is this? Okay. If you say triangle prism, you're absolutely right. And by the name of it, that helps me to pinpoint where our base is, because it's a triangular prism. We name prisms and pyramids by the shape of the base. So our base here is the triangle. There's two of them. And help you see that, remember, our bases are the two congruent parallel shapes. So our two congruent parallel shapes. So we go ahead and put the B. Then we're going to actually calculate the B. Because we have a triangle, we're doing base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 base times height divided by 2. So we need to know the base of our triangle. If you see it's 8, you're on the right track. Then the height of the triangle, 7, absolutely. So we're going to do 8 times 7 divided by 2. We get 28 centimeters squared. Now what I need to identify is the height of the prism. The height of the prism, that's our distance between the bases, it's right there, is the 13. So now I can go straight to plugging into the formula. The volume is capital BH, area of the base times the height. So we know that the area of that base was our 28, and we saw that our height was 13. So we're going to just do 28 times 13, and we get 364 centimeters cubed. Okay? I'm going to box that answer. Alright, so for our cylinder here, and again, we're not going to use pi, we're not going to use 3.14, we're going to keep pi in our answer. On your formula chart, it gives you a formula for your prism, and basically, this includes the cylinder. So, remember, we have to identify the B. If we look here, our B's, our bases are circles. So, to find the area of a circle, this is when we're going to do pi r squared. So, we have to look for the radius. I'm hoping you see that the radius is the 4.2. So, we're just going to plug it in. Pi times 4.2 squared. And we're going to get a decimal answer. We're going to go ahead and square that 4.2, and we're going to keep pi in our answer. So the area of the base is 17 point, I think, is it 64? 74? No, 64. And then we have pi, I forgot my pi. Then our units. So we do a pi at the end, then our units, millimeters squared. Alright, the next thing I need to do is just find the height of our cylinder. That's the distance between the bases. So our height is, yes, absolutely, 7.5. So when we solve for the volume, our formula is BH, area of the base times the height. So we're going to substitute. Our B is our 17.64 pi, and our height is our 7.5. We're going to keep pi in our answer, remember? So we're just going to multiply the numbers, the 17.64 times our 7.5, and we're going to get a decimal answer. We're going to keep that decimal answer. This is 132.3 pi, and then we put millimeters cubed. Okay? And that was our volume. Alright, so that's our volume tab for prisms and cylinders. Thank you for taking care of that. Move on to example 4. Let's finish our flipbook. Thanks.